Hi everyone, Jane here. Welcome to the first of two videos on adding content to a Moodle course. So there are lots of different ways to add content, but for the sake of these two videos, I will only be talking about course pages and books. I will be using the same course to explain and show both. That way you'll be able to see the two side by side and be able to compare or ask any questions after you finish watching my videos. So to start with, let's just go down and we're going to click on my Pages and Books course and get started. So my course might look a little bit different than what you have your courses set up as. I've started by docking both my administration and my navigation blocks over on the left-hand side here. And this was done just by the little arrow box right here. If you click on that, it will undock it, which will bring it back into the middle of the page, which to some might be more convenient because it's right in front of you. Personally, I like to see more of my course than my blocks, so I like to keep mine docked over on the left-hand side. You'll also notice that my course has topics instead of weeks, and I've done that just because then I can change the title at the top. And to do that, I've just gone over into my administration block and I've just gone edit settings. That's something that you can play around with. There are a few other options that you can choose from besides weeks and topics as well. So to start with, let's talk about course pages. A course page in Moodle is a web page that you can create yourself, and it links to one of the course sections or topics. And it's really easy to add different kinds of content to a page, including texts, links, embedded media like YouTube videos or pictures or images from the web. And the advantage of a page resource is that it's accessible from any browser, and it also lets you use either a smartphone or a mobile device, and it doesn't require you to download any of the files because everything is set up within the Moodle page. The process to create a page is very similar to creating a document using a word processing software. And once we get in, I'll show you that there are several common editing and formatting options available to you. So to add a page, there are two ways that we can turn our editing on. If you go to the top right-hand side of your screen, there's a green button that says Turn Editing On. Or another way to do it is just to go over to your administration block, and right there, the first one down is Turn Editing On as well. So I'm just going to click on that and get started. You'll see that once you click on that, your green box has now turned red, and that is showing you that you are now able to start making changes within your course. So to get a page up, we're going to go down. I'm going to pick it under my introduction topic, and I'm just going to go down to add an activity or resource. So once I click on that, you're going to see that under activities, it gives you quite a list of different options. And we're just going to go down because we're going to use it as a resource. And we're going to find page and click on that. And you'll see over on the right-hand side, it does give you an explanation of what a page is good for and what you can add to it. I won't go through all that with you. I'll let you have a read at that if you want to later, but we're just going to go down and click Add. And then the adding a new page appears. Right away, you'll see that there are certain headings that have red stars beside them. That means that it's mandatory for us to add content to that area. For me, I like to go up and just click Expand All right away at the top. That way, I see all my headings, I see if there are any red stars, and I make sure that everything that I need to fill in will get filled in. So to start with, we're going to title this, and I'm going to title this All About Me. And then I'm just going to put a little description in here, and we'll just type maybe letting your teacher know a little bit about yourself. Oops. Okay, so if we scroll down now, you'll see right underneath there's a little box right here that says Display Description on Course Page. For me, I don't think I need that. All About Me really gives me a good idea of what this page is going to be about, so I'm not going to click on that. But I am going to scroll down, and the next thing that comes to me is my page content. And this is where you will add any of the information that you want your students to see. Right here as well on the top left-hand side, it gives you your toolbar. And if you click on that, that will give you more of your editing options, which is what you'll normally see when you do something in a word processing software as well. So it does give you the option to change your formatting, your paragraph style, bold, italicized. And the one big thing here too is that these little arrows right here are your HTML code. And the reason that that is important is if you want to embed something into your page. I know a lot of us last term used Vokies. We kind of got into Vokies, and that is where you would find your Voki code and you would click your HTML, and that's how you would add that. But for the sake of this video, I'm just going to add something very basic. So I've gone ahead and I'm just going to add a little note as what I would like students to do, or what this All About Me is about. But when I look at it, I see, it doesn't really do much for me. So I'm going to see if I can add a picture in here as well. So I'm going to push those down, and then I'm going to go up right here and I'm going to go add my image. So this is where you can either add something straight from the web, or you can browse your computer as well. Over on the left-hand side, you'll see a ton of different things that you can pick from where to choose your files from. I'm not going to get into that because that's a whole other video. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go upload a file right here, and then I'm going to go choose a file. And I've just got one saved on my desktop right here, if I can, right there. And we're just going to open that up and then upload this file. So as you can see right now, it does give you the bottom alignment. I'm going to play around with that, and I think I'm going to go maybe top, and we'll see what comes up for that. Right here, a description. Normally I don't add that, so I'm just going to click that box, description not necessary, and then we're just going to save my image. So as you can see, my image does look pretty big, so I'm just going to have a little look, save and display, see if I like the size of it. And when I look at that, I think, wow, that's way too big. Me. So I'm going to go back in, and I am going to change that. So to change it, I'm just going to go up here to my toolbar, and I'm just going to click on my course again. And this brings me back to my course page. And here you'll see the All About Me page that I just added. If I click on the pencil, that will actually let me change the title, which I don't want to do. I actually want to change the activity inside of it. So I'm going to go over to my edit, click on edit, and then go edit settings. And that will bring me back to my updating page. So again, I'm going to scroll down, I'm going to find my content, I'm going to click on my giant picture, go back up to my picture, and I'm going to change the size maybe down to 150 by 150. And then I kind of want to maybe see if my writing can rope around my picture. So I'm going to see, and I'm going to put my picture on the left. And then I'm going to go save image. There, I like that much better. So when I have a look at that, perfect. Again, because I just came back in, you'll notice that over here, my appearance, my common module setting, and my restrict accesses aren't expanded. And that's because I went back out. To expand them, you can go back to the top right, up here where it says expand all, right here. Or you can go back down and click on them individually. So I do want to display my page name, but I don't want my description. I want to have it so that everybody can see it, and I don't want it to be restricted access. So I'm happy with that, and I'm going to save and return to my course. Now I'm going to go back up top. I'm going to turn my editing off. And there you see my introduction, and then I have one page all about me. If I want to see what that looks like to a student, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back and turn my editing on. I'm going to go over to my administration, and down here you'll see at the bottom it'll say switch role to, and then you can go in and switch it and look at it as a student would. So this is what a student would see when they come into my course. So if we click on All About Me, that is what they would see. So in this, they have 3 required assignments. We're going to have a messaging, we're going to have a Wordle assignment, and a soundbite assignment. So now I'm going to go back out and I'm going to go back to my course page. I am going to go back to my administration and return to my normal role as a teacher. I'm going to turn my editing on. And I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to add 3 more pages with messaging, Wordle, and soundbite, the 3 assignments that I've talked about in my All About Me video, or pardon me, my page. So you can see I've gone in and I've added 3 more pages, messaging in this course, Wordle, and soundbite. Because they are all part of the All About Me, I'm just going to go over to my edit and I'm going to go move right. I want those a little bit indented. That way I know that when I see them, they're actually underneath the All About Me portion of it. I'm going to go back in and I'm just going to do it for all 3. And one more, move to the right. Okay, so now you can see I have my All About Me. It gives a description of what my other pages are going to be about. I have my messaging page, my Moodle page, and my soundbite page. Each of those pages would come with an assignment. And to do that, I'm just going to give you a quick explanation. You'd go add an activity, click on assignment, and then you would add your assignment. And to quickly go through this, I'm just going to set one up for us and show you what it would look like. So I've just thrown in a little assignment, messaging assignment here, and I wanted to go under messaging in the course because that's the page that it refers to. So I'm just going to go over to the left-hand side here in the arrow and click that, and then I can figure out where I want it to go. And I want it to go after resource messaging in the course page. So there you see, there's my All About Me page, my description of it, my messaging in the course, and then my assignment right here. You'll notice the difference between the assignment and the page, as the assignment has the little hand attached to it, and that will mean that it will show up in your gradebook as well. So thank you for watching the video on learning about pages, course pages in Moodle. My next video will be about using books.